as I start to do the filing on an edge nail, the first thing I want to do is file my sidewalls so that they're coming straight up from the nail. And I want to do that on both sides. One of the nice things about the edge nail as opposed to a stiletto is that depending on how long your client likes to wear their nails, they can wear the edge nail much shorter and still pull off the overall look, where a stiletto is very difficult for most people to wear just because they don't want that additional length that usually comes with a stiletto. But when you're doing the edge nail, if somebody wants a medium length nail, they can still achieve that look without compromising the design of the nail. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shape my free edge, and as opposed to a square nail, what we're going to do is we're going to hold our file at a 45-degree angle to the nail, and we're going to start filing in. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. Holding the emery board at the 45 to the nail and filing out. This gives you a very contemporary design, but one that is much easier for people to adapt their lifestyles to. When you're filing the lower arch, your lower arch should come straight out from the nail wall as well, with no drop, so that as I'm filing on the side, what I want to do is I want to make sure that my emery board is just totally lined up and I'm filing straight back to the side wall until that comes completely out. Now, once you start filing the upper edge, the first thing I'm going to do is file back around the cuticle and blending the cuticle area as I would with any additional nail design. When I start to come down onto the nail, this section of the nail from the free edge up to the smile line, we're actually going to hold our emery board 45-degree angles on one side and file flat to the nail at that 45-degree angle. And what this is going to do is it's going to create that vaulted look, the pitch look that we're aiming for with the edge nail. And as I'm filing primarily from the free edge or the smile line down to the point of the tip, and I want it to have a distinct ridging all along this area here. So I can come in from the side and file at that 45-degree angle. Now after you've filed the ridge into the one side, you're going to repeat that on the other side, which I've already done, making sure then that as you're working around the back of the nail, we're going to round this part. But this part here has a distinct edge to it right there. Once you've completely filed the nail, we're going to take our buffing block and we're going to remove any surface scratches that are left by our file. And again, as I'm filing this, you can see that I'm holding my buffer at a 45-degree angle both ways and then coming back over the back of the nail and rounding that part out. Make sure that you remove any fringe that might be on the back side of the nail. Once you've done that, we're going to take our the glossy nails buffer and we're going to come in and remove any fine scratch marks that might be on the surface of the nail and really bringing that nail into a shine. This will really refine the surface, and you'll start to see the elements of your design really start to pop out. Once you've done both sides and got that high shine, we're going to do cuticle oil to rehydrate the cuticle. And then we will put on our top coat to finish the nail off. So I'm going to put the cuticle oil on, work that in and rehydrate the cuticle. I'm going to come in and remove the oil from the nail surface, making sure that I clean up underneath the nail as well. Then I'm going to come in with our Instant Seal top coat. I'm going to put a fine layer of that over the entire length of the nail. And you can just see how all of the elements that we've put into the nail begin to pop out. Make sure that you get your edges well. You can see the bullion, you can see the Mylar, and you can see the gold, as well as the cane pieces, and then you'll just let that cure and your nail will be finished.